Abby Steiner ran an incredible world-leading time of 21.80 over 200 meters. So, should Jamaica's Elaine Thompson HERAH, SHERICKA Jackson, and Shelly and Fraser Pryce be concerned? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button. And finally, leave your comments. After this, sports analysis where we take a look at and break down the races. Then we look at your comments, so stay until the end. You just might hear from yourself. When you're ready? Yep, good to go. In the finals of the women's 200 meters at the NCAA Outdoor Championships 2022, the USA's Abby Steiner ran and won in a blistering time of 21.80, currently the fastest time in the world for the 2022 season. In the same race was Jamaica's Kevona Davis. Steiner literally led from beginning to end. And in fact, in the last 20 meters over that 200 meters, extended her lead by another meter. Such an impressive run. Abby Steiner's win of 21.80 is a personal record, season's best meet record, as well as a world leading time. She was followed by Favor Ofili, who ran 22.05 to take that second place, with Anavia Battle running 22.33 to take third. Jamaica's Kevona Davis came fifth. Davis ran 22.50 for that placement. So the question we would like to ask, given the fact that the three giants out of Jamaica, Elaine Thompson HERAH, Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce, and SHERICKA Jackson, none of these ladies have come close to running a 21.80. I think the closest would be the great SHERICKA Jackson, who most recently defeated Elaine Thompson HERAH. Jackson won in a very impressive time of 21.91, with Elaine Thompson HERAH running 22.25, a season's best for her, in fact for both of them, to take that second spot. This, of course, was at the recently held Rome Diamond League. Personally speaking, I was impressed with both Elaine Thompson HERAH and SHERICKA Jackson in this Rome Diamond League race. Of course, Jackson's 21.91 is an extremely impressive time, but also Elaine Thompson HERAH's 22.25 has showed a marked improvement since her opening 200 meters. So I'm going to continue to ask, should we be concerned about Abby Steiner in the 200 meters? Of course, Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce ran her season's best 200 meters thus far at the Prefontaine Classic in a stellar lineup against some of the best in the world. Fraser Pryce won in a okay time of 22.41. So should we be concerned about this young phenom called Abby Steiner out of the United States? 21.80 is an extremely impressive time for this youngster. And for me, before we hit the panic button, I'd like to see what she does at the upcoming US trials, which is in about 2 weeks. The thing about Abby Steiner is that Abby Steiner is a collegiate athlete, and my primary concern about collegiate athletes, I've said it repeatedly on this channel ad nauseum, is burnout. They peak much earlier than the pro athletes. The truth is, Shelly-Ann's time, Jackson's time, and well, Jackson's time is ahead of schedule, to be honest. Elaine Thompson HERAH's time are where you would expect them to be running at this time of year. 5 weeks in pro athletics is a long time, people. It might not look it, but it's a long time. And we are not going to see the best of either Shelly, Elaine, or SHERICKA until after trials. And hopefully we will see it at World Championships, because all of these pro athletes are trying to peak for World Championship. Now, Abby Steiner's situation is a little different. Abby Steiner was trying to peak, I suspect, for the NCAA Outdoor Championships in both 100 and 200 meters. If not peak, get as close to her best as is humanly possible. So the timetable of both these individuals has nothing to do with each other. This, however, does not negate the fact that this young lady just ran 21.80 in a blistering fashion and looked quite comfortable doing it. Because one must also remember that last year, the US collegiate scene produced a 800-meter runner by the name of Althing Mo, who didn't burn out and went on to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics to do glorious things. So here is what I'm thinking. Yes, we should be a little bit concerned about a young lady who I might be 19 or 20 running 21.80. That's crazy. She now has the fastest time in the world, people. As you can see on that list for 2022, SHERICKA Jackson is at the 3rd spot. Elaine Thompson HERAH is at number 10 with Kevona Davis at number 12. Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce, I believe, is at 19th or something like that. So what I'm trying to say is we should be a little bit concerned, because Abby Steiner looks to me as if she's not going to burn out. That's what I'm thinking. However, on the other end of the spectrum, our athletes are pros, and they're really trying to peak at the right time. So I'm not concerned about either Shelly-Ann Fraser Pryce's or Elaine Thompson HERAH's times, over the 200 meters at this point, because they are where they should be in their prep. In fact, I'd be a little bit concerned if they were further along in their prep. And in fact, I believe even SHERICKA Jackson was a little surprised that she ran that 21.91. I don't think that was her intention. So, my 2 cents, we should take Abby Steiner serious. Don't dismiss her. 21.80 is extremely impressive. We cannot dismiss this young lady. But at the other end of the spectrum, our athletes are pros, and they are trying to peak for World Championships. So, should we be concerned? Maybe a little bit. But we should be more or less concerned after we watch what Abby Steiner does at the national trials in the United States in 2 weeks. That's just my 2 cents. Now, in today's comments, Rafaya Kongamon wrote, Abby is not as good as Kevona. Our girl should take her time. She will be better than these girls eventually. She has way more talent. She is way more talented. Island Girl Ruby wrote, Abby Steiner can run, but that unorthodox arm movement just must be distracting to the other competitors. Island Girl Ruby, she really wasn't running like that in that 200-meter final, though. No, she had those arms under control. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, leave your comments. You are kings and queens. Bless up!